The moment you stop begging to be valued, something quiet changes inside you. Your body feels it before your mind can explain it. Your shoulders drop a little. Your breath moves deeper. The tight place in your chest begins to loosen as if it has been holding a heavy coat for far too long. You do not become cold. You do not become hard. You simply remember that you were never meant to stand outside the door of love, tapping gently, hoping someone would finally let you in. You were born with a place at the table. You were born with a voice. You were born with a soul that does not need to bargain for care. And when you begin to value yourself first, life hears a new sound coming from you. Not a shout, not a demand, a soft, steady tone. It says, I am here. I matter. I am no longer leaving myself just to be chosen by someone else. There is a deep kind of tiredness that comes from trying to make others see your worth. It is not always loud. Sometimes it is very quiet. It feels like checking your phone again and again. It feels like reading too much into a small message. It feels like giving more than you have, then smiling as if you are fine. It feels like holding your breath around people who should feel easy to breathe with. My dear, that is not love asking you to be patient. That is your soul asking you to come home. When you value yourself first, you stop sending your spirit out like a lost letter, waiting for someone else to open it and understand it. You bring that letter back to your own heart. You read it with care. You say, I see you. I know what you have carried. I know how long you have waited. And I am here now. Before you say a word, your energy has already spoken. It tells life what you believe you deserve. It tells others how close they can come, how much they can take, and whether they must meet you with care. His does not mean you control people. You do not. Each person has a path, a will, and a level of awareness. But you do teach life through the way you treat yourself. When you accept confusion again and again, your energy begins to sound unsure. When you honor your peace, your energy becomes clear. It becomes like a well-tuned note in a quiet room. What belongs near you can hear it. What does not belong begins to feel out of tune. You do not need to chase the ones who cannot hear your worth. You only need to become so honest with yourself that your whole life begins to answer that honesty. Clean alignment is not when everyone suddenly does what you want. It is not when every person stays. It is not when every door opens at the same time. Clean alignment is when the truth becomes easier to see. The ones who respect your soul come closer with peace. The ones who only liked your silence begin to step back. The plans that were built on your self-abandonment begin to fall apart. And though it may feel strange at first, it is a mercy. It is life clearing the table before a better meal can be served. You may have called the clutter love because it was familiar. You may have called the waiting hope because you did not want to feel the ache of truth. But when you value yourself first, life begins to clean the room. Not to leave you empty, to give you space for what can finally stay. There is a door inside you that opens only from your side. No person can open it for you. No apology can open it for you. No message, promise, compliment, or sudden return can open it for you. That door opens when you decide with a gentle but firm heart that you will no longer treat yourself as optional. This is not pride. This is not coldness. This is not turning away from love. It is the first true act of love. Place one hand on your heart for a moment and breathe slowly. Feel the warmth under your palm. Feel that quiet life moving in you. This is where the change begins. Say softly, I value myself first, and life meets me with respect. Let those words enter your body. Do not rush them. Let them sit there like warm bread on a clean table, simple, real, and enough. Many who walk this path learn to earn love by becoming useful. Useful with time, useful with care, useful with listening, useful with forgiveness, useful with silence. And after a while, being needed can feel almost like being loved. But there is a difference. Being needed can leave you empty. Being loved helps you feel more whole. Being needed may only ask what you can give. Being loved also cares about how you feel. If you have spent years being the one who understands, waits, gives, bends, and explains, it can feel strange to ask, but what about me? Yet that question is not selfish. It is sacred. It is the sound of your soul knocking from the inside. It is the part of you that remembers you were not placed here to become a chair for everyone else to rest on while you stab and tired in the corner. There is a soft power in saying, I will not abandon myself today. It may not look dramatic. It may look like pausing before you reply. It may look like not explaining your pain to someone who keeps choosing not to understand it. It may look like resting instead of proving. It may look like letting silence stay silent without rushing to fill it with your fear. This soft power does not need a sharp voice. It does not need to punish anyone. It simply turns you back toward yourself. And when you turn back toward yourself, the world around you must adjust. Some people will feel the shift and rise with it. Some will feel the shift and resist it. Some will leave because they only knew how to stand near the version of you that asked for very little. Let them reveal themselves. Revelation is also a blessing. Your body often knows when something is not aligned before your mind is ready to admit it. The body tightens, the jaw holds, the stomach pulls in. The hands feel restless. The breath becomes small, like it is trying not to take up too much space. You may call it nervousness. You may call it hope. You may say, "I just care so much." But sometimes the body is whispering, "This does not feel safe for your peace." When you value yourself first, you begin to listen to those whispers. You stop treating your own discomfort like a small thing. You stop saying, "It is fine," when your whole body is telling the truth. A loving life does not ask you to keep swallowing your own knowing. Your peace is not a problem. Your peace is a guide, and it has been trying to guide you home for a long time. This is where the new beginning starts, not with a grand sign, not with someone else changing, not with a perfect answer. It starts in the small, holy moment when you decide that your own heart is no longer the last heart you care for. You can still be kind. You can still be warm. You can still forgive. You can still wish others well. But you no longer have to hand over your peace as payment for closeness. You no longer have to shrink so someone else can feel tall. You no longer have to pretend a little love is enough when your soul is made for honest love. Say within yourself, "I am allowed to be chosen without losing myself. I am allowed to receive without begging. I am allowed to be loved in ways that feel clean, calm, and true." And as you say this, something within you begins to stand up. When you forget your own value, you do not always notice it at once. It often happens in small pieces. One small no becomes a yes. One quiet hurt becomes something you excuse. One need goes unspoken. One boundary gets moved, then another, then another. Soon you look around and wonder why you feel so far from yourself. It is like leaving lights on in every room of a house all night long. By morning, the house is still standing, but the energy is drained. That is what happens when you keep giving without returning to your own center. You may sigh, ill smile. You may still function. You may still answer the call, send the message, do the task, make the effort. But inside, something precious grows tired. It is not because you are weak. It is because your soul was never designed to live on leftover care. There is a kind of love that feels like leaving every door open, hoping someone will walk in with tenderness. But when every door is open, anything can enter. Confusion can enter. Half effort can enter. Words without action can enter. People who enjoy your warmth but do not protect it can enter. A loving boundary is not a wall made of anger. It is a door with a handle, a lock, and a clear reason for being there. It says, "This home is sacred. This heart is not a hallway for anyone to pass through without care." When you value yourself first, you stop calling every visitor a blessing. You begin to ask, does this bring peace? Does this bring truth? Does this honor the life within me? And if the answer is no, you do not need to hate what stands outside. You simply do not have to invite it in. Some waiting is holy. Some waiting helps life prepare what is good. But there is another kind of waiting that slowly makes you forget your own name. Waiting for someone to become clear. Waiting for someone to choose you. Waiting for someone to treat you with the care you keep giving. Waiting for the same words to finally become actions. That kind of waiting can become a small room with no windows. You sit there and call it faith, but your soul calls it pain. Here is a truth to hold gently. You can trust divine timing without waiting in places that keep hurting you. Divine timing does not ask you to abandon your dignity. Life may be patient, but life is not asking you to keep drinking from an empty cup. Sometimes, the most spiritual thing you can do is step back and let the truth speak without your help. There is a deep ache in accepting crumbs when your soul is hungry for care. A small message can feel like a feast when you have been starved of respect. A little attention can feel like proof when you have been waiting too long. But crumbs cannot feed the part of you that longs for steady love. They only keep hope alive enough to make you stay. My love, you are not ungrateful for wanting more than crumbs. You are not difficult because you desire clear love, honest words, and steady action. You are not asking too much when you ask for peace. You are simply asking for what matches the value of your soul. The part of you that learned to live on crumbs may feel afraid when you stop accepting them. Hold that part with care. Say, we are not losing love. We are making room for love that can nourish us. When you begin to value yourself, some people will not understand the change. They may call you different. They may say you are too sensitive. They may say you have changed, as if change is a crime. But what they may really mean is this: you are no longer easy to place last. You are no longer as quick to say yes, Wonka, and your spirit means no. You are no longer offering endless access to people who bring little care. This may disturb the old pattern, but the disturbance is not proof that you are wrong. Sometimes peace first feels like trouble to the parts of life that were built on your silence. Let them adjust. Let them learn the new shape of you. Those who love you with clean hearts will not need you to disappear so they can feel comfortable. They will make room for your wholeness. One of the tender fears beneath overgiving is the fear of being left. There is a part of you that may believe, if I ask for too much, they will go. If I speak the truth, they will pull away. If I stop chasing, I will be forgotten. So you may keep choosing the ache you know over the peace you do not yet trust. But listen softly. If someone leaves because you began to value yourself, they were not leaving your love. They were leaving the version of you that made their comfort more important than your truth. That is not a loss in the way your fear thinks it is. It is a clearing. It is life removing what could only stay while you stayed small. Breathe into that. Let the words be gentle. The ones meant for your future will not require you to betray yourself to keep them close. It is tiring to wear the mask of being fine. It is tiring to say, "I understand," when inside you feel unseen. It is tiring to keep your tone sweet while your heart is asking for honesty. It is tiring to act calm when you are really trying not to fall apart. There is no shame in this. Many people learned that being easy was safer than being truthful, but the mask becomes heavy. At first, it protects you. Later, it hides you from the love that could actually meet you. When you value yourself first, you begin to remove the mask slowly. You do not throw it across the room. You simply loosen it. You let your real breath come through. You let your real needs have language. You let your real heart be more than a quiet worker behind the scenes. And in that gentle honesty, your life begins to feel less crowded. The universe does not only respond to what you say you want, it also responds to what you keep accepting. This is not said to blame you. It is said to wake you with kindness. Life is always listening to the way you treat yourself. If you keep placing yourself at the end of the line, life may keep sending situations that match that place. But when you begin to move yourself closer to the front, not above others, but no longer beneath them, the energy changes. You are not demanding special treatment. You are agreeing with your own soul. You are saying, "I am worthy of care too. I am worthy of clear love too. I am worthy of peace too." And life, which is always teaching through reflection, begins to bring you cleaner lessons, clearer people, and stronger chances to choose yourself again. There is a quiet freedom in no longer over-explaining your worth. You do not have to write long messages to prove that your pain makes sense. Jumpsy. You do not have to turn your heart inside out so someone will believe it is real. You do not have to present evidence for why you deserve respect. Respect does not need a court case. Love does not need a long defense. When you value yourself first, your words become simpler. You say, "This does not feel right for me." You say, "I need more honesty than this." You say, "I am not available for confusion." You say less, but your soul is more present in every word. This is not cold. This is clean. And clean words have power. They do not chase. They do not beg. They do not twist themselves into shapes. They stand there, soft and clear, like a lamp turned on in a quiet hallway. Sometimes the ache you feel is not a sign that you should hold on tighter. Sometimes the ache is showing you where you have left yourself. This may be one of the most loving truths you ever receive. The pain is not always proof of deep love. Sometimes it is proof of deep self-abandonment. Sometimes it is the part of you that has been waiting outside your own attention, cold and tired, asking to be brought back in. So when the ache rises, do not rush to send another message. Do not rush to fix the silence. Do not rush to prove you are lovable. Pause. Put your hand on your heart. Ask, what part of me am I trying to get from them that I need to give back to myself? Then breathe. The answer may come softly. It may say care. It may say safety. It may say respect. Begin there. A sacred no is not a cruel thing. It is a clean thing. It makes space for the right yes. Many people fear that saying no will close the door to love. But sometimes no is the door to love. No to being used. No to unclear words. No to being kept waiting without care. No to giving your whole heart to half-open hands. No to any place where your nervous system is always asking, am I safe here? Each no spoken from self-value becomes a stone placed under your own feet. One by one, you build a path out of the old pattern. You do not need to run. You do not need to burn anything down. You simply walk, step by step, breath by breath, choice by choice. And with each sacred no, your soul hears you say, I am with you now. I will not leave you again. Peace may feel strange if you are used to earning love through effort. Calm may feel boring if your heart has confused tension with connection. Steady care may feel unfamiliar if you have spent years reading mixed signals. But unfamiliar does not mean wrong. Sometimes peace feels quiet because it is not trying to trick your body into paying attention. It does not need to keep you guessing. It does not pull away so you will chase. It does not wound you so you will prove your loyalty. Real alignment feels clean. It may still ask you to grow, but it does not ask you to disappear. It may still bring honest talks, but it does not keep your heart living in smoke. You deserve a life where love does not always feel like solving a puzzle in the dark. You deserve a life where your soul can breathe. Self-value is not pride. It is not looking down on anyone. It is not saying I am better than others. True self-value is much softer than that. It says, I belong to life too. My needs matter too. My heart counts too. My peace is not extra. It is part of my path. When you value yourself first, you are not taking love away from others. You are removing fear from the way you love. You stop giving in order to be kept. You stop agreeing in order to be safe. You stop waiting in places where your spirit keeps getting smaller. And because your love is no longer mixed with panic, it becomes cleaner. It becomes warmer. It becomes wiser. You can care without clinging. You can give without emptying. You can stay open without leaving every door unlocked. This is not selfishness. This is spiritual order. Love that is clean does not require you to keep guessing your place. It does not make you feel like a guest in your own life. It does not ask you to lower your needs. until you can barely hear them. Clean love has room for truth. Clean love can hear no without punishing you. Clean love does not need you to act small, quiet, or endlessly available. It respects the person you are becoming, not only the version of you that was easy to manage. And when you begin to value yourself first, you begin to recognize the difference. You stop calling intensity love when it brings no peace. You stop calling chemistry a sign when the actions are not kind. You stop calling waiting devotion when it is really fear in soft clothing. Your eyes become clearer. Your heart becomes steadier. You begin to choose what chooses you back with care. Chasing begins when you believe something outside you holds the key to your worth. A reply, a look, a promise, a return, a label, a sign. But your worth does not live in another person's hand. It lives in the quiet center of you, where life placed it before anyone had an opinion about you. When you chase, your energy runs ahead of your soul. It leaves your body. It leans forward. It tries to pull love closer by force. But love that must be pulled all the time is not resting in truth. When you stop chasing, you are not giving up on love. You are giving up on the belief that love must be dragged toward you. You stand still long enough to see what comes freely, what comes kindly, what comes with both feet, what comes without needing your fear to lead it. There is a simple spiritual law at work here. What you honor within yourself, life begins to honor around you. Not always at once, not always in the way your mind expects. But the shift begins. When you honor your time, you become less available for those who waste it. When you honor your body, you become less willing to live in constant stress. When you honor your heart, you become less drawn to people who treat it carelessly. Your inner choice becomes an outer filter. It is like cleaning a window that has been covered with dust. The world may be the same at first, but you can see more clearly. You can see who brings warmth. You can see who brings fog. You can see which doors open with peace and which ones only open when you knock until your knuckles hurt. This clear seeing is a gift. You can be tender and still be strong. You can have a soft heart and still have clear limits. You can wish someone healing and still not allow access to your peace. Many people think strength must be loud, but some of the strongest choices are made in quiet rooms, with tears still drying, with hands shaking, with the heart whispering, "I choose me this time." That is sacred strength. It does not need to prove itself. It does not need to explain every detail. It simply knows that the soul cannot keep living in places that drain the light from the day. If you are learning this now, be gentle with yourself. You are not late. You are not foolish for what you allowed before. You were learning through the tools you had then. Now you are receiving new tools. Use them with love. Calm self-respect has a quiet pull. It does not beg to be seen, yet it is seen. It does not shout for care, yet it invites care. It does not chase alignment, yet alignment begins to reveal itself. When you rest in your own value, your energy becomes less tangled. You stop sending mixed messages to life. One day you say, "I deserve better," and the next day you no longer return to what breaks you in the same old way. One day you say, "I want peace," and the next day you choose the peaceful action, even if fear complains. This is how your life begins to change, not through one loud moment, but through steady agreement with your own worth. You become like a room that has been cleaned after a long storm. The air feels different. What belongs can finally find a place to sit. Forcing feels tight. Flow feels guided. Forcing says, "I must make this happen, or I will not be okay." Flow says, "I can take the next right step and still trust life." Forcing grips. Flow listens. Forcing tries to turn every person into the answer. Flow allows each person to reveal the truth. When you value yourself first, you begin to feel the difference in your body. You can sense when you are pushing from fear. You can sense when you are acting from peace. This does not mean you become passive. It means your action comes from self-respect, not panic. You may still speak. You may still choose. You may still make a change. But you do not move like someone trying to earn a place in life. You move like someone who knows life has already given you one. Some people will align with your self-value faster than you expect. They may become clearer. They may show more respect. They may meet your truth with care. They may rise because your energy has given them a clean invitation, not a demand, not a threat. An invitation to meet you in honesty. But remember, their alignment is not the proof of your worth, is only a reflection of what they are able to meet. Your worth was already true before they saw it. Your value was already whole before their actions changed. This is important. If they align, receive it with calm thanks. If they do not collapse. Their limits are not your identity. Their delay is not your sentence. Their confusion is not your calling. What is truly meant for you will not need you to keep disappearing so it can stay comfortable. Some people will fall away when you stop overgiving. This can hurt, even when it is right. Let yourself feel that. You are not a machine. You are a living soul. Clean alignment does not always feel easy at first. It can feel like loss before it feels like freedom. But the falling away has wisdom in it. It shows you what was tied to your old pattern. It shows you who came close because your boundaries were weak, not because the care was deep. It shows you which bonds were fed by your fear. Let this truth sit gently in your heart. What leaves when you value yourself was connected to your self-abandonment, not to your true peace. And what is rooted in real love will not be destroyed by your self-respect. Real love may need to adjust, but it will not punish you for becoming whole. Your life has a sound, not a sound heard by the ears, but a sound felt by the soul. When you keep choosing against yourself, the sound becomes strained. It is like an instrument pulled too tight. The song may still play, but it hurts to hear it. When you value yourself first, you begin to tune the strings with care. You loosen what fear made too tight. You tighten what neglect left too loose. Little by little, your life begins to make a cleaner sound. People who match that sound feel peaceful near you. Choices that match that sound feel honest in your body. Places that do not match begin to feel loud, even when nothing obvious is wrong. Trust that. Your soul knows the music of your healing. And as you tune yourself to worth, whatever is meant to join your song must find the right key. A standard is not a punishment. It is a promise you make to your own soul. It says, "This is how I care for the life in me." Your standard may be simple. I do not chase unclear love. I do not keep giving where there is no respect. I do not silence my needs to keep false peace. I do not call stress a sign of deep connection. I do not make a home in someone else's confusion. These standards do not need to be shouted, they need to be lived. And when you live them, life begins to understand the new shape of your yes and your no. People begin to understand it too. Some will honor it, some will test it, some will leave. Let each response teach you. You are not here to control every reaction. You are here to stay faithful to the truth rising inside you. There comes a moment when you must ask, am I choosing from love, or am I choosing from fear of being unloved? That question can change everything. Fear will tell you to hold on tighter. Fear will tell you to send one more message. Fear will tell you to accept less, explain more, wait longer, and call it devotion. Love will speak more quietly. Love will say, come back to your breath. Come back to your body. Come back to what feels clean. Love will not shame you. Love will not rush you. Love will simply keep pointing toward your own heart. The first real choice is not always about what to do with another person. It is about what to do with yourself. Will you leave yourself again, or will you stay? Will you ignore your knowing again, or will you listen? This choice is where alignment begins. You are not becoming worthy by valuing yourself. You are noticing the worth that was already there. This is like finding a room in your own house that you forgot to enter. The room was not built the day you opened the door. It was waiting for you. Your value is the same. It did not begin when someone loved you. It did not end when someone failed to love you well. It did not rise when you were praised. It did not fall when you were rejected. Your value is not a weather report that changes with every mood around you. It is part of your spiritual ground. When you stand on it, you stop shaking so much when others are unclear. You may still feel pain, you may still feel tender, but you no longer hand them the power to name you. You let life name you loved, worthy, and enough. This inner shift may be quiet, but it is powerful. You may wake one morning and feel less willing to suffer for attention. You may read a message and notice that your body no longer wants to twist itself around unclear words. You may feel the old urge to chase, then place your hand on your heart instead. These are not small things. These are signs of your spirit returning to order. Celebrate them gently. Do not wait until you are perfect to honor your growth. Every time you choose peace over panic, you are changing the path. Every time you speak kindly to yourself instead of begging someone else to be kind, you are healing something old. Every time you say, "I will not trade my soul for a little closeness," you become more available for the kind of love that can meet you without taking you apart. When you value yourself first, you send a clean invitation to life. You say, "I am ready for what meets me with care. I am ready for what does not make me abandon my own heart. I am ready for people, places, and choices that feel honest in my body." This invitation does not need to be loud. It is carried by your daily choices. It is carried by the way you pause. It is carried by the way you stop making excuses for what keeps hurting you. It is carried by the way you rest when your body asks for rest. It is carried by the way you let truth be truth without dressing it up as hope. Life hears this, and slowly, sometimes quickly, the pieces begin to move. Not because you force them, but because your energy is no longer are tied in knots around what was never truly aligned. Let this be your simple prayer today. I value myself first. I do not say this to reject love. I say this to receive love cleanly. I do not say this to close my heart. I say this to stop handing my heart to what cannot hold it with care. I do not say this to control others. I say this to return to the quiet power within me. I trust that what is meant for me can meet me in truth. I trust that what leaves is making space. I trust that my peace is part of my path. Breathe those words in slowly. Let them move through your chest, your hands, your throat, your whole body. Feel how gentle strength can be. Feel how little you need to prove in this moment. You are not asking life to make you worthy. You are agreeing with the worth life already placed inside you. Clear love begins when you stop confusing self-loss with devotion. It begins when you no longer feel proud of how much pain you can carry in silence. It begins when you understand that your heart is not more spiritual because it accepts less. A loving soul still needs care. A kind heart still needs truth. A giving nature still needs rest. You can be deeply loving and still choose yourself. In fact, choosing yourself may be the very thing that makes your love pure again. Without fear, your love becomes a gift, not a bargain. Without panic, your kindness becomes real, not a way to be kept. Without self-abandonment, your yes becomes honest and your no becomes holy. This is the beginning of clear love. This is the place where they either align cleanly or life gently shows you that your path is turning towards something better. The deepest obstacle is not that you are hard to love. It is not that you are asking for too much. It is not that your heart is too deep, too tender, or too careful. The obstacle is that somewhere along the way, you began to believe you had to leave yourself in order to keep love close. You learned to make your needs smaller. You learned to wait quietly. You learned to smile when something hurt. You learned to call confusion patience. And you learned to call hunger devotion. But your soul knows the difference. Your soul can feel when love is clean, and your soul can feel when love is costing you yourself. When you value yourself first, the first thing you meet is often the old pattern. It rises up and says, "Do not change, do not ask, do not risk being left." And that is the place where healing begins. Overgiving can look very kind from the outside. It can look loving, patient, and generous. But inside, it can feel like standing in a room that grows colder every time you hand away another blanket. You keep giving warmth, hoping someone will notice you are shaking. You keep offering care, hoping care will come back to you. You keep making space for others while your own heart has nowhere soft to land. My dear, real love does not ask you to freeze so another person can feel warm. Real love notices your hands. It notices your tired eyes. It notices the quiet places where you have been carrying too much. When you overgive from fear, you are not loving from fullness. You are trying to buy safety with your own energy. And that kind of giving does not bring peace. It brings deep, silent tiredness. Beneath overgiving, there is often a frightened part of you whispering, "If I stop, they will go. If I rest, they will forget me. If I ask for more, they will think I am too much." So you give one more chance. You answer one more message. You explain one more feeling. You soften one more truth. You reach again even when your body is begging you to come back to yourself. That frightened part is not bad. It is trying to protect you in the only way it knows. It thinks love must be earned. It thinks closeness must be maintained by effort. It thinks your value depends on how little trouble you cause. Place a gentle hand over your heart and breathe into that part of you. Let it hear this. You do not have to work this hard to be worthy of care. There is a special kind of ache that comes from explaining your heart to someone who keeps choosing not to understand it. At first you think, maybe I did not say it clearly. So you say it again. Then you think, maybe I was too emotional. So you make it softer. Then you think, maybe I asked at the wrong time. So you wait and try again. Little by little, your truth becomes smaller, your words become careful, your heart becomes tired. But love that cares does not need you to become a perfect speaker before it listens. Respect does not require a long speech. A person who wants to understand will lean toward your pain, not step over it again and again. When you value yourself first, you begin to save your words for places where they can land. You stop pouring your soul into cups turned upside down. One of the hardest things to release is not the person or the situation as it is. It is the potential you keep seeing. You see who they could be. You see how good it could feel. You see the tender moments, the small signs, the almosts, the maybes, the times when everything seemed close to becoming clear. And because you can see the possible light, you keep standing in the present shadow. But potential is not the same as alignment. A closed bakery may have flour, sugar, and warm ovens inside, but if the door never opens, you still cannot eat. You cannot live on what someone might become. You cannot rest inside a promise that never becomes action. The soul does not heal through almost love. It heals through love that arrives with both hands open, ready to care in the real world. When you have been hungry for care, a crumb can look like a full meal. A short message can feel like devotion. A little warmth can feel like a sign. A small apology can feel like change. And because your heart wants to believe, you may stretch that small thing as far as it can go. You may wrap it in hope. You may place it in the center of your day. You may tell yourself, see, the is means something. But a crumb is still a crumb, even when it comes from a hand you love. You are not ungrateful for wanting bread. You are not difficult for wanting steady love, honest effort, and a clear place in someone's life. Your soul was not made to survive on tiny pieces of care. It was made to receive love that can feed the whole of you. Silence can feel powerful when you are waiting for someone to choose you. It can pull on the mind like a loose thread in a sweater. You keep touching it. You keep thinking about it. You keep wondering what it means. Maybe they are busy. Maybe they are scared. Maybe they miss you. Maybe they do not know how to say it. Your mind becomes a little room full of guesses, and each guess takes more of your peace. But silence is not always mystery. Sometimes silence is information. Sometimes it is showing you what words have tried to hide. Sometimes it is saying, this person cannot meet you clearly right now. When you value yourself first, you stop treating silence like a puzzle you must solve. You let silence speak. You let it show you the level of care present. You let truth be simple. Your body is not trying to ruin your hopes. It is trying to protect your peace. Notice what happens when you are around certain energy. Does your breath become tight? Does your stomach feel heavy? Does your jaw hold itself like a locked drawer? Do your hands reach for your phone before you even know why? These are not random signs. The body often reads truth before the mind is ready to open the letter. Your mind may say, "It is fine." Your heart may say, "Just wait." But your body may whisper, "This is costing us." Listen kindly. You do not have to make a sudden decision in fear. You can simply pause. You can soften your jaw. You can take one slow breath. You can ask, does this connection make my spirit feel safe, or does it keep my spirit working overtime? There is a kind of pain that comes from being chosen only sometimes. Warm one day, distant the next, clear for a moment, clouded again. Close enough to keep hope alive, but not close enough to let your heart rest. This pattern can become very hard to leave because it gives the mind just enough sweetness to survive the hurt. But love that comes and goes without care can train your body to live on alert. You begin waiting for the shift. You begin listening for the change in tone. You begin studying every little sign. That is not peace. That is not clean alignment. That is your nervous system trying to find safety in a place that keeps moving the chair. You are allowed to want a love that does not make you guess where you stand. You are allowed to want calm. Somewhere in your heart, there may be an old contract you do not remember signing. It may say, "I must be easy to love. I must not ask for too much. I must understand everyone. I must forgive quickly. I must stay available. I must not make others uncomfortable with my truth." But this contract was not written by your soul. It was written by fear. It was written by old pain. It was written during seasons when you did not know you had a choice. Today, you can begin to tear up that contract one gentle line at a time. You do not need to hate the past. You do not need to blame yourself. You only need to say, "This is no longer the agreement I live by. I can love others and still honor myself. I can be kind and still be clear." The moment you stop chasing, the truth has room to move. This can feel strange at first. The hands want to reach. The mind wants to plan. The heart wants to fix the distance. But when you stop running after what keeps stepping away, you give life a clean space to show you what is real. Some things come closer because they were always meant to meet you. Some things drift farther because they were only attached to your effort. Either way, you receive an answer. This is why stillness can be so powerful. It removes the noise of your pushing. It removes the fog of your trying. It allows the other person, the situation, and life itself to show their true shape. You do not have to force alignment. You have to stop feeding what is not aligned and let the truth stand in the open air. Self-respect does not always arrive like thunder. Sometimes it arrives like a quiet chair pulled close beside you. It sits down and says, enough now, not with anger, not with shame, just with love. Enough giving your peace to confusion. Enough calling pain a lesson when the lesson is already clear. Enough waiting for someone to hand you the worth that life already placed inside you. Self-respect is not a hard wall around your heart. It is a clean floor beneath your feet. You can stand there. You can breathe there. You can make choices from there. When you begin to stand on self-respect, you do not need to become loud to become powerful. Your calm becomes the message. Your limits become the prayer. Your life begins to understand that you are no longer available for patterns that make you disappear. The new way of loving is not colder, it is cleaner. It does not say, I will never care again. It says, I will care without abandoning myself. It does not say, I will close my heart. It says, I will stop handing my heart to places that have not shown they can hold it with care. It does not say, I will punish people for disappointing me. It says, I will allow actions to teach me the truth. This new way may feel uncomfortable because it asks you to love from the center of yourself, not from the edge of panic. It asks you to stay in your body. It asks you to notice what is real. It asks you to let people be who they are while you decide what is healthy for your spirit. This is love with eyes open. This is love with breath. Clean alignment has a sound inside the body. It feels like a breath that does not have to fight its way through you. It feels like shoulders softening without being told. It feels like a room after fresh sheets have been placed on the bed. Simple, clear, restful. When something is aligned, you may still feel tender. You may still feel human, but you do not feel like you are losing yourself to keep it. You do not feel like you must keep proving your place. You do not feel like the ground moves every time you trust it. Alignment feels steady enough for truth. It can handle honest words. It can handle a need. It can handle a pause. It does not fall apart just because you have a heart. When you value yourself first, your body begins to recognize this sound. It says, this feels clean. Some people can rise when you begin to value yourself. They may not do it perfectly. They may need time to understand the new way you are standing. But if their care is real, they will not punish you for having boundaries. They will not mock your needs. They will not make your peace seem like an attack. They may say, I hear you. They may say, I did not understand before. They may begin to show up with clearer words and better actions. Receive that gently if it is true. Do not demand perfection. Look for willingness. Look for care. Look for steady change that can be felt, not just promised. Clean alignment is not about making others obey your needs. It is about seeing who can meet you in a healthier place. Some will rise with love. Let that be beautiful. Some will not rise. Some will step back when they can no longer benefit from the version of you that overgave. Some may call your peace distance. Some may call your boundary pride. Some may act wounded when you stop letting them wound you. Let this be painful without making it wrong. You can grieve and still trust the clearing. You can miss someone and still know the pattern was not healthy. You can love someone and still choose not to return to a place where your soul felt small. What leaves when you value yourself is not always a punishment. Sometimes it is the answer you were afraid to receive. Sometimes it is life saying, "This could only stay while you forgot yourself." The space may feel empty at first, but empty space is not failure. Empty space is room. When you value yourself first, calm becomes a filter. You begin to ask different questions, not "How do I make them stay?" but "Do I feel peaceful here?" Not "What do their mixed signals mean?" but "Are their actions clear enough for my heart to rest?" Not "How can I become more pleasing?" but "Am I being true to myself?" These questions change your life because they bring you back into your own body. They stop making another person the sun in your sky. They remind you that your soul also has wisdom. The answer may not always come at once, but the question itself begins to clean your energy. It turns your face back toward truth. It places your feet back on the ground, and from the ground you can walk. You do not have to keep floating in someone else's uncertainty. There is power in not filling every empty space with your effort. When someone is unclear, you do not have to rush in and make it clear for them. When someone is distant, you do not have to bridge the whole distance alone. When someone gives little, you do not have to give more to cover the gap. Let the space show you what it needs to show you. This can be difficult because your old pattern may want to repair everything quickly. It may feel safer to keep the connection alive at any cost. But some spaces are holy. They reveal, they teach. They allow life to move without your hands pushing every piece. Imagine dough resting under a cloth. Nothing seems to be happening, yet something is changing. In the same way, when you stop forcing, truth begins to rise in its own time. Your yes becomes sacred when you stop giving it away from fear. A clear yes feels warm in the body. It does not feel like a knot. It does not feel like pressure. It does not feel like a quiet no wearing a polite smile. A clear yes has breath in it. It has space. It has dignity. When you value yourself first, you do not say yes just to avoid disappointment. You do not say yes just to keep someone close. You do not say yes just because you are afraid the chance will never come again. You pause long enough to ask, is this true for me? Does this honor my peace? Does this match the life I am creating? And when the answer is yes, you can give yourself with joy. Not as a payment, not as a plea, as a free offering from a full heart. Your no becomes sacred too. It may be small at first. No, I cannot do that today. No, I need more time. No, this does not feel right for me. No, I am not available for this kind of exchange. The first few times, your voice may shake, your stomach may tighten. You may want to soften it until it almost disappears. Be patient with yourself. You are learning a new language. You are learning the language of staying with yourself. A clear no does not need to be cruel. It can be soft and still be strong. It can be kind and still be final. It can carry love without carrying guilt. Each clean no teaches your body that truth is safe. Each clean no tells your soul, I will not trade you for approval. I will not leave you at the door again. When you value yourself first, receiving may feel unfamiliar. You may be used to being the one who gives, supports, understands, and holds. But receiving is part of balance. Let someone care. Let a kind word enter. Let help be help. Let rest be rest. Let a compliment land without pushing it away. Say thank you and breathe. This is not small. Many hearts that overgive also under-receive. They pour out love, then close the door when love tries to return. But clean alignment requires both, giving and receiving, speaking and listening, caring and being cared for. Today, let your body practice being open to good. You do not have to earn every gentle thing. You do not have to prove you deserve warmth. Open your hands. Let life place something simple there. A breath, a moment. Sign of care. Receive it. Now allow yourself to become very still, not frozen, not stiff, just still like a quiet room after the noise has faded. Take a slow breath in through the nose and let it leave through the mouth. Feel the chair beneath you, or the bed, or the floor. Feel how something is holding your body without asking you to earn it. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your tongue rest. There is no need to chase anything in this moment. There is no need to prove anything. There is no need to explain your worth to anyone. Right here, you are allowed to return to yourself. Place one hand over your heart if that feels gentle. Feel the warmth of your own palm. This warmth is a doorway. It brings your attention back from every place you sent it to be approved. Breathe as if each inhale is calling your energy back home, from the person you worried about, from the message you waited for, from the room where you felt unseen, from the moment you gave too much and received too little. Let your energy return to your chest, your belly, your hands, your feet. Imagine it coming back like soft fabric being folded with care. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is pulled harshly. You are simply gathering what belongs to you. With each breath, say inside yourself, I return to me. Again, I return to me. Let the words be slow. Let them be kind. You may notice emotion rising. Let it rise gently. You are not doing anything wrong. When the soul returns after being away for a long time, there may be tears at the door. Tears do not mean weakness. They mean something is softening. Imagine there is a quiet room inside your soul. This room belongs only to you. The walls are warm, the air is calm, and the light is soft, like morning arriving through thin curtains. There is a chair in the center of the room. It is simple and strong. This chair is your place. For a long time, you may have let others sit there. Their needs, their moods, their approval, their silence, their confusion. But today, you are walking back into that room. You are not angry. You are not rushed. You are simply returning. Look around this inner room and notice what feels out of place. Maybe there are old words on the floor. Maybe there are worries stacked in a corner. Maybe there are memories hanging like heavy coats on the wall. You do not have to fix all of it. Just notice with love. Now see yourself walking toward the chair in the center of the room. This is the chair of your worth. It was never meant to be empty. It was never meant to be filled by someone else's opinion. Gently sit down in it. Feel how it holds you. Feel the steady support beneath you. You do not have to become more deserving before you sit here. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be chosen, praised, understood, or desired before you take your place. This chair was made for you. Let your back rest against it. Let your feet touch the floor. Let your hands relax in your lap. Whisper softly, I belong in my own life. I belong in my own heart. I belong in the love I keep trying to give away. Let these words fill the room, not loudly, but deeply. Now, imagine that small pieces of your energy begin returning to you. A piece comes back from the person you kept trying to please. Another piece comes back from an old moment when you felt not enough. Another comes back from every time you stayed quiet to avoid being left. Another comes back from every place you waited for someone to value you before you could rest. See these pieces as soft lights. They are not broken. They are tired. They have been away from home for a long time. Let them come close. Let them gather around your heart. You do not need to ask why they left. You do not need to shame yourself for giving them away. Simply welcome them. Say you are safe now. You can come home. I will not send you away for approval again. Feel your chest becoming warmer as these lights return. In this quiet room, there is a small table beside you. On it sits a heavy book. This book holds every reason you thought you had to prove your worth. Every old story, every harsh word, every memory of not being chosen, every time you believed love had to be earned by being useful, silent, or easy. Place your hands on this book. Feel its weight. You have carried it for so long. Now, with great gentleness, close it. You do not need to read from this book today. You do not need to keep studying pain to understand your value. Watch as the book becomes lighter, the cover softens, the pages turn into warm light, the light rises into the air and dissolves. Nothing is lost except the burden. The lesson remains, but the heaviness can leave. Say softly, I release the need to prove what life already knows. Now notice a clean light entering the room. It is not harsh. It does not blind you. It feels like sunlight warmed by kindness. It touches the floor first, then your feet, then your hands, then your heart. This light is the energy of self-value. It does not make you better than anyone. It simply reminds you that you are not beneath anyone. Let it move through the places where you felt small. Let it touch the throat that held back truth. Let it touch the chest that waited too long. Let it touch the belly that tightened around fear. Let it touch the hands that gave when they were empty. As this light moves through you, breathe slowly. You may whisper, I am worthy of clean love. I am worthy of clear care. I am worthy of peace that does not require me to disappear. In the room of your soul, a doorway appears. It opens into your life as it is now. You do not need to rush through it. Just stand near it and feel the strength you have gathered. On one side is the old way, chasing, waiting, overgiving, explaining, shrinking, hoping someone else will finally hand you your own value. On the other side is the new way, breathing, choosing, listening, receiving, speaking cleanly, staying close to yourself. The new way may not answer every question today, but it gives you back your life. Before you step forward, place both hands over your heart. Feel the steady beat beneath them. This beat has been with you through every season. It did not leave when others left. It did not stop when you were not understood. It stayed. Let that teach you something about love. Take one soft step through the doorway in your mind, not into a perfect life, not into a life where nothing ever hurts, into a life where you are present with yourself. That is the miracle. You are not waiting outside yourself anymore. You are not asking every person to become the source of your peace. You are learning to carry peace within you like a folded cloth held close to the chest. When the world feels sharp, you can touch it. When fear rises, you can breathe into it. When confusion calls, you can pause before answering. Feel the ground under this new step. It is simple. It is steady. It is yours. Say within yourself, I choose myself with love. I value myself without guilt. I allow what is aligned to meet me cleanly. I allow what is not aligned to move away. Stay with this calm for another breath. Let it spread slowly through the body, across the forehead, behind the eyes, down the neck, across the shoulders, into the arms, into the hands, through the chest, through the stomach, down the legs, into the feet. You are not forcing peace. You are allowing it to return. Peace has been underneath the noise all along. Self-value has been underneath the fear all along. Your worth has been underneath the waiting all along. Nothing outside you gave it to you, and nothing outside you can take it away. Let this knowing rest in your body, not just your mind. You do not have to chase what respects your soul. You do not have to beg what is truly meant for you. You do not have to lose yourself to be loved. Breathe gently and let the quiet room within you stay open. Now that you have felt the quiet room within you, the next step is simple. You bring that quiet room into your daily life. Not all at once, not with force, not with a long list of rules that make your heart feel heavy. You begin with small acts of self-value. These acts may look simple from the outside, but they change the way your life meets you. A pause before you answer, a breath before you agree, a gentle no when your spirit is tired, a clear truth instead of a long explanation. These are not small things. They are the way you teach your body that you are safe with yourself. They are the way you teach life that your peace matters. Every practice is like placing one clean cup on a table that used to be crowded. Little by little, there is space again. Little by little, you can breathe. The first practice is to pause before you reply. This may sound very simple, but it can change the whole shape of your life. Many times, the old part of you wants to answer quickly because it fears losing the connection. It wants to fix the tone. It wants to smooth the moment. It wants to prove that you are kind, easy, and available. But a fast answer is not always a true answer. Before you reply, take one slow breath. Feel your feet. Relax your jaw. Ask yourself, am I answering from peace or am I answering from fear? If the answer is fear, give yourself a little time. You do not have to rush to keep your place in someone's life. What is real will allow you to breathe. What is clean will not fall apart because you took a moment to return to yourself. That pause is a sacred pause. It is a small doorway between the old pattern and the new choice. In that doorway, you meet yourself. You notice the tightness in your chest. You notice the rush in your hands. You notice the wish to be pleasing. And instead of letting fear lead, you place love in charge. You may still answer with kindness. You may still say yes, if yes is true. You may still explain if words are needed, but now your answer comes from a steadier place. It comes from the part of you that remembers your worth. This one pause can save you from many old wounds. It can keep you from agreeing when your spirit means no. It can keep you from chasing when your body needs rest. It can keep you from handing over your peace just because someone else is unclear. The second practice is to speak one clean truth, not 10 truths, not a long speech, not a message written from pain and sent from panic. One clean truth. A clean truth sounds like, I need more clarity than this. A clean truth sounds like, this does not feel peaceful for me. A clean truth sounds like, I care, but I cannot keep doing this pattern. A clean truth does not attack. It does not beg. It does not try to prove your goodness. It stands softly in the room and lets itself be heard. This may feel new if you have spent years over-explaining. You may feel the urge to make your truth smaller. You may want to add many soft words so no one feels uncomfortable. But your truth does not need to be wrapped until it disappears. It can be kind and still be clear. There is great power in fewer words when those words are honest. Fear often speaks in circles. It repeats, explains, defends, and reaches. Peace speaks more simply. Peace says what is true, then lets life respond. When you speak one clean truth, you are not trying to control the answer. You are not trying to make someone understand by force. You are offering reality. What they do with it will teach you something. If they meet your truth with care, there may be room for healing. If they mock it, twist it, ignore it, or punish it, you have also received an answer. Either way, your truth has done its work. You have honored yourself. You have stepped out of the old pattern where your pain had to become a speech before it was allowed to matter. It matters already. Your heart matters before it is explained. The third practice is to stop rewarding confusion with more access to you. Confusion can become very costly when you keep feeding it with your attention, your time, your hope, and your energy. If someone is unclear, you do not need to make yourself more available so they become clear. If someone keeps giving mixed words, you do not need to keep opening your heart wider. If a situation keeps taking your peace, you do not need to keep calling it a lesson after the lesson has already been shown. This practice is not about punishment. It is about balance. Access to your life is sacred. Your time is sacred. Your listening is sacred. Your warm energy is sacred. When you keep giving full access to what gives you little care, your soul begins to feel unsafe with you. Begin again. Give access where there is respect. Distance can be loving when it protects what is tender. It does not always mean anger. It does not always mean goodbye. Sometimes distance means I need to hear my own thoughts again. Sometimes it means I need to feel my body without the rush of your mixed signals. Sometimes it means I need to stop standing so close to what keeps hurting me. Imagine a warm loaf resting after it leaves the oven. If you cut it too soon, it falls apart. It needs time to settle. Your heart is like that in moments of pain. It needs space to become whole around itself again. Do not be afraid of healthy distance. What is meant for you will not be destroyed by your need to breathe. What is clean will meet you more clearly because you stopped making a home inside confusion. The fourth practice is to let actions tell you what words cannot. Words can be beautiful. Words can soothe the heart for a moment. Words can sound like music through a closed door. But actions open the door, or they do not. If someone says they care, do their actions bring care into your life? If someone says they respect you, do their choices make room for your peace? If someone says they will change, do you feel steady change over time? This does not mean you become harsh. It means you become awake. You stop living only on the sound of promises. You begin to notice the pattern of behavior. Actions are the footprints of truth. They show where a person is actually walking. When you value yourself first, you stop decorating empty words with your own hope. You let reality speak in its plain, honest voice. Watching is not the same as waiting in pain. Watching means you are present, calm, and honest. You are not closing your eyes because you want the story to end a certain way. You are not making excuses for what keeps repeating. You are not using one good moment to cover 10 painful ones. You are simply watching. You are asking life to show you what is true, and you are willing to see it. This kind of seeing can feel uncomfortable at first because hope may not like truth right away. But truth is kinder than confusion. Truth may hurt for a moment, but confusion can hurt for years. Let actions be information. Let patterns be teachers. Let your body be part of the knowing. If the words are sweet, but your peace keeps leaving, listen to the peace. It is often the part of you telling the truth first. The fifth practice is to begin each morning with one self-value affirmation. Before the world asks anything of you, speak to your own soul. Before the phone is checked, before the mind runs toward plans, before old fears begin their work, place a hand on your heart and say one simple line: I value myself first today, or I am worthy of clean love, or I do not have to earn the rest I am taking. Speak it slowly. Let your body hear you. Let your day begin with your own care, not with the noise of other people's needs. The morning mind is tender. What you place there can shape the energy of the day. A simple affirmation is like setting a bowl of warm water beside the bed. It invites the soul to wash its face before stepping into the world. This morning practice does not need to be perfect. Some mornings you may feel strong. Some mornings you may feel unsure. Some mornings the words may feel true. Some mornings they may feel far away. Say them anyway, softly, not to force belief, but to build a path. Repeated love becomes easier to trust. Repeated care becomes a home inside the body. The old pattern was repeated too. That is how it became strong. Now you are repeating something new. I value myself first today. I let clean love meet me. I let unclear energy pass by without making it my home. These words begin to tune your inner world. They remind you before the day begins that you are not here to chase, prove, shrink, or beg. You are here to live from the quiet dignity that was always yours. These practices are not punishments for others. They are acts of love toward yourself. Pause before replying. Speak one clean truth. Stop giving confusion full access to your peace. Let actions speak. Begin the morning by naming your value. That is enough. You do not need 50 rules to become whole. You need a few honest practices done with tenderness. Let them be simple. Let them be human. Let them meet you where you are. If you forget, begin again. If you answer from fear, return and breathe. If you over-explain, notice and soften. If you chase, call your energy back home. Healing is not a straight road made of stone. It is more like learning a song by ear. You miss a note, then you listen again. You return to the sound of your own soul. There is a part of you that may be afraid right now. Afraid that if you value yourself first, love will leave. Afraid that if you stop overgiving, no one will choose you. Afraid that if you stop chasing, silence will be the only answer. Let that part come close. Do not push it away. It has been trying to protect you for a long time. It may have learned that closeness must be earned by being easy. It may have learned that speaking up brings distance. It may have learned that asking for care is dangerous. So when you begin to choose yourself, that part may tremble. Hold it gently. Say, I understand why you are scared. We are not becoming cold. We are becoming safe. We are not refusing love. We are refusing to disappear for love. We are not ending life. We are beginning again with ourselves included. The fear of being alone can make old pain look like comfort. It can make a draining connection feel better than an empty evening. It can make unclear love seem safer than no message at all. But being alone for a season is not the same as being unloved. Sometimes aloneness is the soft room where your soul stops bleeding. Sometimes it is the quiet place where your body learns it does not have to stay on alert. Sometimes it is where your own voice becomes audible again. Do not fear the room where you meet yourself. It may feel empty at first because your energy has been living everywhere else. But stay gently. Breathe there. Make tea there. Rest there. Speak kindly to yourself there. Soon you may notice the room is not empty. It is full of your own life returning. Old ache can speak very loudly when you stop chasing. It may say, go back. It may say, send the message. It may say, accept a little bit because a little bit is better than nothing. But the old ache is not always wisdom. Sometimes it is memory. Sometimes it is the echo of seasons when you did not receive what you needed. Sometimes it is the sound of your body missing a pattern, even a painful one. Be kind to that ache, but do not let it drive the whole life. You would not let a frightened child hold the steering wheel on a dark road. You would hold that fear close, speak softly, and keep your hands steady. Do the same within yourself. The part of you that wants to chase is learning how to rest. The part of you that fears being left is not the part that chooses your future. When you are struggling most, ask one gentle question. What am I afraid will happen if I choose myself? Do not rush the answer. Let it rise slowly. Maybe you are afraid someone will leave. Maybe you are afraid you will seem selfish. Maybe you are afraid the dream will end. Maybe you are afraid there will be nothing better. Once you hear the fear, answer it with love. If they leave because I value myself, I will grieve, but I will not abandon myself. If someone calls me selfish for having a boundary, I will remember that peace is not selfish. If one dream ends, life can still bring me a cleaner one. If I do not see the better thing yet, I can still stop choosing what breaks me. This is how you become your own safe place. There is a tender middle place in healing. You are no longer who you used to be, but you do not yet feel fully steady in who you are becoming. This middle can feel uncomfortable. You may feel proud one moment and afraid the next. You may set a boundary, then feel guilty. You may choose peace, then miss the old noise. You may know what is right and still feel sad. Let all of that be part of the process. You are not failing because you feel two things at once. You are human. You are growing. The old self and the new self may sit at the same table for a while. The old self brings fear. The new self brings truth. Let truth speak gently, again and again, until fear learns it does not have to run the house anymore. The universe is not taking love from you when something leaves after you choose yourself. It is teaching love how to reach the real you. That may be hard to believe in the first quiet days. The mind may count what is gone. The heart may miss what was familiar. But life sees more than the surface. Life knows when a pattern was built around your silence. Life knows when a connection could only survive while you carried more than your share. Life knows when your energy is ready for cleaner ground. So if something falls away, breathe before calling it failure. It may be protection. It may be redirection. It may be the moment your soul is finally being removed from a room too small for its future. You are not being punished. You are being returned to the path where your whole self can walk. You do not become more worthy when someone stays. You do not become less worthy when someone leaves. You do not become more valuable when your phone lights up. You do not become less valuable when it is silent. These outer things can touch your feelings, but they cannot define your soul. Your worth is not a cup placed in someone else's hands. It is not a coat someone can take back when they are displeased. It is not a light that turns on only when another person looks at you. Your worth is part of your being. It came with your breath. It lives below the noise of praise and rejection. When you remember this, you become less easy to shake. You may still cry. You may still miss. You may still hope. But something deeper in you stays seated. It says, I am still here. I still matter. And if the heaviness feels too large to hold alone, please do not try to carry it in silence. Reach toward a friend, a family member, a doctor, a counselor, or a kind person you can speak to. Let someone safe sit beside you in this season. There is no shame in needing a hand. There is no shame in saying, I am having a hard time. You were not made to carry every heavy night by yourself. Even the strongest roof needs beams. Even the warmest coat needs thread. Support is not weakness, it is wisdom. Let care reach you in human ways, not only in spiritual ideas. Let someone hear your voice. Let someone bring a little light into the room. You are precious in your tender moments, not only in your strong ones. You deserve kindness while you heal. There may come a moment when the old door opens again. A message comes, a memory rises, a familiar pull returns. The heart may beat faster. The old hope may wake up. In that moment, do not shame yourself for feeling. Feeling is not failure. Missing is not failure. Wanting is not failure. But pause before you step back into what you already know. Ask yourself, has the pattern changed, or has my loneliness made the old pattern look softer? Ask, does this bring peace, or does it bring the old ache dressed in new words? Ask, am I being met, or am I being pulled back into proving? These questions are not meant to harden you. They are meant to help you stay awake. You can love what was and still choose what heals. You can remember and still move forward. Make this promise to yourself with a soft heart. I will no longer confuse being wanted sometimes with being valued fully. I will no longer call pain passion when my body is asking for peace. I will no longer trade my quiet knowing for a little attention. I will no longer make a home in someone else's maybe. I will listen to the part of me that feels tired, because that part has wisdom. I will listen to the part of me that wants better, because that part is not selfish. it is sacred. This promise does not have to be perfect. It only has to be sincere. Each day you can return to it. Each day you can live one line of it. Each day you can prove to your own heart that you are becoming someone you can trust. I value myself first, and life begins to meet me with cleaner energy. I do not need to force respect. I do not need to beg for attention. I do not need to chase what keeps moving away from me. I stand softly in my own worth, and I let life show me what can stand there with me. What is true will not require me to disappear. What is loving will not need my fear in order to stay. I allow my energy to become calm, clear, and honest. I am not here to control every person. I am here to choose myself with love. As I do, the path becomes simpler. The noise becomes quieter. The truth becomes easier to see. I value myself first, and what is meant for me learns how to meet me in peace. I am allowed to be loved without losing myself. I do not have to become smaller to make someone else comfortable. I do not have to silence my needs so a connection can survive. I do not have to give away my peace to prove that my heart is good. My love is not measured by how much I can suffer. My devotion is not measured by how long I can wait in confusion. I can be tender and still be clear. I can be open and still be wise. I can care deeply and still listen to my body. The love meant for my soul will not ask me to leave my own life at the door. I am allowed to stay present with myself. I am allowed to be held in ways that feel honest, steady, and kind. I release the version of me that begged for crumbs. I hold that version with love because it was only trying to survive. It wanted to be chosen. It wanted to feel safe. It wanted proof that it was not too much, not too late, not too hard to love. But today, I bring that part home. I do not shame it. I do not reject it. I simply teach it a new way. We do not have to live on crumbs anymore. We do not have to turn small moments into full meals. We do not have to call little attention true care. We can receive love that feeds the whole heart. We can wait for what arrives cleanly. We can trust that wanting more than crumbs is not greed. It is the soul remembering its own value. What cannot meet me with respect is not my assignment. I do not have to fix every unclear person. I do not have to teach every heart how to be gentle with me. I do not have to keep explaining the same pain until someone finally cares. I bless others on their path, but I do not abandon myself on mine. I can let people be where they are without making their limits my home. I can wish them healing without handing them full access to my peace. I can step back without hatred. I can choose distance without guilt. My assignment is to live in truth, to love with wisdom, and to honor the life moving through me. What belongs to me will meet me with care. What does not will teach me to choose again. The part of me that wants to chase is learning how to rest. I do not have to punish that part. I do not have to pretend it is not there. I can feel the pull and still choose peace. I can miss the old pattern and still refuse to return to it. I can want an answer and still stop chasing one. I can breathe through the urge to reach. I can let my hands become still. I can place them over my heart and say, "Come back. We are safe here." The need to chase was learned, and now rest can be learned too. My body is learning calm. My heart is learning trust. My soul is learning that love does not need to be hunted down. What is meant to meet me can walk toward me too. I do not have to earn the rest I am taking. Rest is not a reward for being useful. Rest is part of being alive. My body does not need to break down before I listen to it. My heart does not need to collapse before I care for it. I can pause before I am empty. I can stop before resentment grows. I can sleep, breathe, pray, and sit quietly without calling myself lazy. When I rest, I return to my center. When I return to my center, I make cleaner choices. I no longer offer my tired self as proof of love. I no longer wear exhaustion like a badge. I let rest become a holy part of my healing. I am worthy when I am doing. I am worthy when I am still. I trust the truth that arrives through peace. If something keeps making me feel small, tense, and unsure, I am allowed to notice. If my body keeps tightening around a person or pattern, I am allowed to listen. If my spirit keeps asking for space, I am allowed to honor it. I do not need to wait for a large disaster to choose myself. I do not need to collect proof until my heart is worn out. Peace is a message too. Tension is a message too. My body is not against me. It is speaking for the parts of me I once ignored. Today I listen with kindness. I let peace guide me. I let clean energy teach me where to go, what to allow, and what to release. I am not behind in love, life, or healing. I was not late to my own becoming. I was learning. I was surviving. I was growing through seasons I did not fully understand. Now I can move with more wisdom. I do not need to punish myself for what I accepted when I did not know my worth clearly. I do not need to replay old choices with a harsh heart. I can say, I see why I did that, and I am choosing differently now. This is growth. This is grace. This is my soul finding its way back to the path. Nothing has been wasted if it teaches me how to value myself now. I am not behind. I am being formed in the right time with a softer heart and clearer eyes. I allow clean love to find the real me. Not the version of me that performs, not the version that overgives, not the version that says yes when the answer is no, not the version that smiles through pain to keep the peace, I allow love to find the honest me, the tender me, the growing me, the me that has needs, feelings, limits, and dreams, the me that can give deeply and also receive, the me that no longer hides to be accepted. I do not need to build love on a false self. I do not need to edit my soul into a shape that feels easier for others to hold. The love meant for me will meet my truth with care. I let that kind of love come in. I stop making a home in someone else's maybe. Maybe can keep a heart waiting for years. Maybe can sound soft, but still offer no place to rest. Maybe can keep the door half open while the body grows tired from standing. I bless every maybe, but I do not live there anymore. I am worthy of clear doors, clear words, clear actions, and clear care. I am worthy of knowing where I stand. I am worthy of love that does not keep my soul in a hallway. If the answer is not clear, I can become clear within myself. I can stop giving my whole life to half-open places. I choose the ground beneath my feet. I choose the breath in my body. I choose the path that lets my heart come home. My boundaries are blessings, not barriers. They do not close me to love. They guide love toward respect. They do not make me hard. They help me stay whole. They do not punish others. They protect the sacred place within me where peace is growing. I can have boundaries and still be kind. I can say no and still carry love. I can take space and still wish good for others. I can choose what is healthy without needing everyone to agree. My boundaries are like clean lines in a well-built home. They help every room know its purpose. They help warmth stay where it belongs. They help my life feel safe again. I honor my boundaries because I honor the soul living inside me. I let actions be louder than promises. I do not close my ears to words, but I open my eyes to patterns. I can enjoy kind words, but I do not build my whole hope on them. I can receive an apology, but I also itch for change. I can hear a promise, but I let time show me its roots. I do not need to rush into trust because I want the story to be beautiful. Real beauty can stand in daylight. Real care can become action. Real change can be felt in the body over time. I am patient with truth. I do not force it. I do not decorate it. I allow it to show itself. And when it does, I believe what life is showing me. I am safe to choose myself, even when others do not understand. Their surprise does not mean I am wrong. Their discomfort does not mean I am cruel. Their distance does not mean I have failed. Sometimes people need time to understand the new way I am honoring myself. Sometimes they may never understand. I can live with that. I do not need every person to approve of my healing. I do not need every voice to bless my boundary. I can be guided from within. I can be held by life. I can be supported by the quiet knowing in my own heart. Choosing myself may feel new, but it is not wrong. It is the sacred return I have needed for a long time. I no longer confuse anxiety with connection. I no longer call the racing heart a sign of destiny when my body is asking for peace. I no longer call mixed signals mystery when they are making me tired. I no longer call waiting love when it is draining my spirit. I am learning the feeling of calm care. I am learning the beauty of steady words. I am learning that love can feel safe, not just strong. I am learning that peace may be quiet because it is not trying to keep me hooked. This new feeling may take time to trust, and that is okay. I give my body time to learn. I give my heart time to soften. I allow safe love to feel natural to me. I value myself first, and life organizes around my worth. My choices become clearer. My energy becomes cleaner. My yes becomes honest. My no becomes peaceful. My waiting becomes wiser. My giving becomes balanced. My receiving becomes easier. I do not need to push every piece into place. I only need to stop living against my own soul. As I honor myself, what is false begins to loosen. What is true begins to come closer. What is unclear either clears or leaves. What is loving learns how to meet me with respect. I trust this gentle order. I trust the quiet power of self-value. I trust that life can bring me relationships, chances, and paths that do not require me to abandon myself first. I am becoming the self that no longer begs at closed doors. I can bless a closed door and still walk away. I can feel the sadness and still choose the path. I can remember the good and still honor the truth. I do not need to turn every closed door into a personal wound. Some doors are closed because they are not mine. Some are closed because they are too small. Some are closed because life is guiding me down a cleaner hallway. I trust that what belongs to my soul will not need me to bruise my hands knocking forever. I release the doors that do not open with peace. I walk toward the light that knows my name without needing to be forced. The part of me that fears being left is not the part that decides. I hold that part. I listen to it. I comfort it. But I do not let fear choose my future. Fear chooses from old pain. Love chooses from truth. Fear says, take whatever you can get. Love says, you are worthy of what can meet you fully. Fear says, stay small so they stay close. Love says, stand in your worth and see who can meet you there. Today, I let love guide the choice. I let peace guide the next step. I let my soul have a voice. I am not ruled by the fear of being left. I am supported by the truth that I will not leave myself again. What is meant for me meets me cleanly, kindly, and clearly. It does not need my panic to find me. It does not need my self-betrayal to stay. It does not ask me to become less alive so it can feel more comfortable. It honors my heart. It respects my time. It makes room for my voice. It brings peace into my body, even when growth is needed. I am open to this kind of alignment now. I am open to love that feels like a deep breath. I am open to chances that do not drain me. I am open to a life that reflects the value I am finally giving myself. I do not chase. I do not shrink. I receive what meets me in truth. As these words settle into you, let your body become soft again. Let the shoulders drop. Let the mouth relax. Let the breath move without being pulled. You have carried so much for so long. You have tried to be strong in ways no one saw. You have loved through tiredness. You have waited through silence. You have given from places that needed care too. Now let this be a new hour inside you, not a loud new beginning, a quiet one, the kind that begins with one honest breath and one hand over the heart. You do not have to fix your whole life tonight. You do not have to know who will stay, who will change, who will understand, or who will leave. You only need to stay close to yourself. That is the first blessing. That is the door through which all clean love enters. When you value yourself first, you may be surprised by how fast some things become clear. The person who truly cares may step forward with more honesty. The chance that is right for you may begin to feel easier. The old pattern may lose its grip. The confusing bond may show its truth. Life may not change every detail at once, but the energy begins to clear. It is like opening windows after a long, heavy rain. The air changes first, then the room changes. Then you can see what belongs and what needs to be moved. This is clean alignment, not forcing, not chasing, not begging, just the natural order that returns when you stop living against yourself. Let the ones who can meet you meet you. Let the ones who cannot reveal that too. Both are part of the answer. The love that remains after you value yourself is the love you can trust more deeply. It has seen your truth and did not punish it. It has heard your no and did not turn cruel. It has met your boundary and did not make your peace the enemy. It may not be perfect because no human love is perfect, but it carries respect. It carries effort. It carries a willingness to grow. That is the love that can walk beside the self you are becoming. And if some love does not remain, let your heart grieve without making the grief a reason to go backward. Missing something does not always mean it was meant to stay. Sometimes it only means it mattered. You can honor what mattered and still choose what heals. You can say thank you for the lesson and still walk toward the open sky. Come back to the simple truth. You are not waiting to become worthy. You are worthy now, not after they choose you, not after they explain. not after they come back, not after you become calmer, prettier, richer, stronger, or easier to love. Now, here, in this breath, with this heart, with this story, with this tender place still healing, you are worthy now. Let that truth become the floor under your feet. Let it become the warm cup in your hands. Let it become the light you leave on inside yourself at night. When the old fear comes, return to it. When the urge to chase comes, return to it. When the world feels unclear, return to it. I am worthy now. I value myself first. I allow life to meet me from that truth. And so let this be the clean closing of this moment. You do not need to run after what is meant to meet you. You do not need to make yourself smaller to be held. You do not need to keep proving a value that was placed in you before anyone else could see it. From this day forward, let your love include you. Let your kindness include you. Let your patience include you. Let your prayers include you. If they align, let it be clean. If they leave, let the space become holy. If life redirects you, trust that your soul may be saved from a path that only looked familiar. You are coming home to yourself now, and as you do, the room of your life becomes calm, clear, and ready. Like a quiet house after a storm, every scattered thing is gently placed back where it belongs.